Have you ever wondered why this person entered your life as your wife? Was it just coincidence, or is there something more profound, directed by the divine? Maybe your companion is not just someone to share life with, but also your karmic debt and your heavenly grace. According to Paramahansa Yogananda's precepts, there's no accidental relationship. Our existence represents an interweaving of energies, free will, and divine governance. Every encounter, every connection, every loving feeling has a purpose that transcends superficial understanding. Your wife didn't arrive just with the goal of making you glad or sharing a dwelling. She arrived to revive something in your core, to initiate the karmic dynamics of your past, to collaborate in your development through contentment and tribulations. She represents your mirror, your examination, and your foundation. And at moments, she is the compassionate hand delivered by the Almighty to sustain you when you cannot proceed independently. This lesson is about learning to observe your spouse with the soul's perspective, to grasp why love can be tough yet supremely sacred, and to realize how, through her, life forms your inner growth. If you have ever perceived that your marriage exceeds sentimental attachment, that it contains wisdom and hidden truths, then travel with us down this blessed pathway. In this existence and in all preceding ones, every thought, word, and deed imprints a mark on your spirit. This is the karmic principle. It doesn't represent punishment or prize, but harmony, celestial justice operating discreetly. According to Yogananda, no soul enters your life by accident. Every bond is pulled like metal to magnet based on the frequency you individually produced. Your woman is not beside you by accident. She symbolizes a soul whose way united with yours. Before, perhaps you loved each other, perhaps you hurt each other, or perhaps she was sent to complete something unfinished. She came back so these karmic seeds could flourish into development, recovery, and change. Some spirits pass rapidly through our path, but a spouse is linked to us intensely, vibrationally, and divinely. She shows your capabilities and shortcomings. It's via this looking glass that karma exposes its objective. Connections are sacred learning spaces for the spirit. Those nearest to us are frequently the ones with whom we hold the most profound karmic connections. Your partner is part of your soul's pilgrimage back to the Almighty, aiding you in realizing the invisible story of your past conduct. This consciousness is the initial move toward a love that is intelligent and freeing. In the sacred traditions of India, the feminine is revered as Shakti, the creative force of the universe. Yogananda taught us that a woman, especially as a wife, is not only a companion, but a living demonstration of benevolence. When she comes into your existence through matrimony, she carries both karmic linkage and sacred possibility. If a spouse regards her exclusively through the angle of fixation or longing, he loses an incredible opening. But if he regards her with enlightenment, as an instrument of the Divine Mother, her existence becomes consecrated. She nurtures not only your flesh and sentiments, but also your essence. In her expression you encounter calm. In her force you encounter boldness. Even in her grievances or difficulties, you discover concealed lessons that assist your development. Yogananda said, "When you learn to see the soul in your partner, you begin to love with the eyes of God." Your woman is not merely completing earthly obligations. Deliberately or inadvertently, she supports you in walking your route. She smooths your rough edges, humbles your pride, and often gives more than she receives. When she loves unconditionally, she becomes a vessel of divine benevolence. This mercy is not always gentle. Sometimes it is cutting, sometimes quiet, but it is always holy. Perceive her as greater than a label or position. She is a portion of the sacred, showing temporarily as your partner sent by God to uplift your soul. When you consider her thus, your home becomes a sacred space and your union a journey to liberation. Often in marriage we expect only joy, comfort, and companionship. Yet Yogananda kindly instructs us that genuine love, like authentic spiritual advancement, is not always comfortable. Your woman is present not just to deliver joy, but to rouse you through the concealed force of karma. Karma doesn't always present as torment, nor is it always pleasant to perceive. Sometimes it displays as emotional clashes, repetitive motifs, mixed signals, or the strain of two souls learning to merge as one. Your woman, knowingly or not, may activate feelings, rage, arrogance, envy, uncertainty, not because she is incorrect, but because your spirit is prepared to confront and overcome them. This is how karma teaches. Yogananda said, "Every trial is a test to strengthen your soul. When your woman confronts you, she is not assaulting you. She is showing something within you that is set to evolve. Your patience grows when tested. Your ego softens when humbled. Your love deepens when it survives the storm. Rather than questioning, why does she act this way, inquire, what lesson is this providing me? Your matrimony is not just emotional, it is spiritual. Through your partner, life presents learning bundled in ordinary dialogues, emotional reactions, and silent periods. Resist them, and they repeat. Learn from them, and they dissolve. This is the divine movement of karma manifesting in the sheltered intimacy of your house. When you start to perceive this, you no longer regard disputes as difficulties, but as doorways. Your wife becomes not only your partner, but your teacher in disguise. Marriage is not merely a social agreement. It is not only about sharing a home, raising a family, or fulfilling duties. In its deepest interpretation, partnership is a spiritual workout, a sacred regimen God implements in your life for the progression of your spirit. Yogananda often said that true spiritual progress does not happen only in caves or ashrams. It happens in the quiet moments of daily life, especially within the intimacy of marriage. When two souls unite, their energies begin to merge. Their routines, feelings, and reflections influence each other deeply. This closeness, though beautiful, brings immense opportunity for growth. Through partnership, you are constantly prompted to practice sacrifice, forgiveness, persistence, and understanding, the bases of spiritual existence. Yogananda expressed, spiritual advancement is demonstrated in deeds, and partnership provides you this demonstration daily. It is not about reaching perfection, but about gaining awareness. Mindful that your replies are your educators. Your wife is not here to follow your path or match your pace. She follows her own path next to you. There are times when your woman's existence feels like a healing ointment for your spirit. When the world feels heavy, yet a word, a gentle touch, or her silent company brings peace to your heart. These are not little deeds. They are samples of benevolence. Grace often hides in simple forms. In meals she prepares without complaint, in the concern in her eyes, in the prayer she whispers when you don't even know. Yogananda educated, Acknowledge the Creator in those who help you in little and steady ways. Your spouse may have been delivered not merely to stabilize your karma, but to raise your essence. If she proceeds with commitment, tenderness, and an absolving heart, she is sincerely a favor generated by your own spiritual value. In her presence, you receive both a mirror and a gift. She is divine favor proceeding gently next to you in human appearance. Now that you have initiated viewing your companion through the vision of karma and compassion, how should you honestly perceive her? The response is straightforward but life-changing. Peer beyond the exterior. Gaze beyond material form, beyond practices, beyond temperament. Gaze into her essence. Yogananda proclaimed that every partnership is a possibility for emancipation. If we are willing to understand it, your wife is your karma. She carries echoes of your past, the joys and unfinished lessons that brought your souls together. But she is also your grace, because through her you are given the chance to rise above old patterns and become your highest self. When you shift from "what do I gain from this marriage" to "what is life trying to teach me through this marriage," a profound transformation begins. You finish condemning, you finish managing. Instead, you begin to love consciously, with awareness, with reverence. As Yogananda stated, "In every spirit, perceive the sacred. In every challenge, perceive the hand of the Creator." When you begin recognizing your partner this way, not simply as a friend, but as a sacred presence in your life, you learn that love, when experienced with wisdom, becomes release. And that wedlock, when practiced with mindfulness, becomes an entrance to the Creator. Precious essence, if you have attended this long, it indicates something in this instruction moved your heart. Perhaps you have begun to see your wife or partner, or even past relationships, in a new light. What formerly looked like discord or perplexity may now manifest as holy arrangement, leading your inner expansion. As Paramahansa Yogananda beautifully taught, authentic love is not of the body but of the soul. It is located in perception, in unselfish contribution, and in advancing together toward the brilliance of the Creator. Until that point, remain tender, stay conscious, and proceed the route with an accepting heart.